You are listening to 5-Minute Meditations.
Welcome back. This is your host Chandra. I am glad to be back here with you. And if you are glad to hear these podcasts, let us know. Give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Let us know what you think. Give us some feedback. So today we have a subject that goes by many different names. This is an ongoing discussion that has been going on for thousands of years. It is known as Dvaita versus Advaita, Immanence versus Transcendence, synthesis versus analysis. It is varying different approaches to understand the divine. Now, one may perceive that there is a unity within everything. There is a type of energetic unity that one can find. So that is called immanence. The term immanence in theology means that the divine is ever present in matter. So much so that it loses its own distinction. There is no, in the concept of immanence, there is no separate divine. There is no individual or being to submit or pray to. So that is, one step, one understanding. And there's another understanding, is the understanding of transcendence. Now, transcendence is kind of completely opposed to immanence. Transcendence is the idea that God is way up there, completely beyond, distinct, different from matter, oil and water, very, very different. So this is kind of like a man going into the museum, and he sees a beautiful painting, and he says, "Man, God, this is a beautiful painting. Look at all these colors. Look at the distinctions there." Another person comes and says, No. This is not a painting. This is a molecule." Takes his electron microscope, gets on really close and says, "Look, see? It's a molecule. Next to it is another molecule. They're all the same." So when you come to the point of synthesis versus analysis, when you come to analysis, it brings this conception of unity. All absolute unity, all the same. And you come to the point of synthesis, it brings the conception of difference. It brings the conception of relationships. So like this, like the sun and the sunlight, you find there's a unity. Light, heat, the heat and the luminosity, there's a unity, but then there's a distinction. There's the intensity of heat. When you look at the relative relationship between a ray of sunshine and the sun itself, there is a distinction, there is a difference. Now, if you look at the quality of sunlight that is found on Earth, because of its weakness, without that lack of intensity, you find that it creates shadows. But if you follow that light all the way back onto its source, it does not create shadows. It is fully present with no shadows. It is just completely bright. So similarly, one may conceive that God is without person, without personhood, because we find that persons here have so many frail qualities. But that is actually a dim reflection of the real Supreme Personality. If you follow that personhood all the way back to its source, then it's fully brilliant. And to think otherwise is to say that hot and bright sunlight comes from a cold and dark sun. It doesn't make sense. So both, as we indicated here, it's a painting and it's a molecule. There is a duality, there is a difference, there is a individuality that exists between the soul and God, that they are individuals, and there's a unity. So this is called Achincha Beta Tattva. This is ancient teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So thank you very much for listening. Om Tat Sat. Thanks a lot. Hare Krishna.